Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Ciocca Kia in Ewing to check out this brand new 2024 Kia Soul S trim, one up from base. Snow white pearl is the color. We got some black cloth on the inside. Now, we've already seen the top EX trim and the base LX trim in the Soul this year, but we haven't seen the S, which is the top selling trim level on the Soul. So let's dig into this and you can tell me, is this the more inexpensive crossover that you would buy? So let's dig in. Front end of the Soul S, again, the snow white pearl looking good. Standard lighting all the way across the front, no LED, very small tiger nose grille now with a larger bottom. We do have side air curtain designed vents, but they're not functional. As we come down to our wheel and tire setup, what we have here is a 16-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Kia badge on the center cap. Now these wheels are wrapped in Nexen all-season tires, 205 on the width, a 60 series sidewall 16s, all four corners, front wheel drive. Moving on out, we got the cube box shape on the Soul. It's been like this for so many years, and it still sells well. Here in this inexpensive crossover segment, as we come in, we're going to go color match side view mirror, no LED turn signals, color match front and rear door handle, left side fuel filler cap. Up top, color matched roof, gloss black shark fin antenna, no sunroof. Rear end of the Soul, again, is very familiar cube shape and flat back to the tailgate area. Standard lighting all the way around, but I do like how they make the area around the Kia badge body color and then sling that black trim all the way underneath it. Makes it look like it's a little island on the back, which looks cool. Soul down on the left, and our exhaust is tucked up underneath the rear of the vehicle. We're under the hood of this Soul S, and what do we have for a power plant? We have Kia's 2-liter naturally aspirated inline 4-cylinder engine mated to an IVT transmission. 147 horsepower, 132 pound-feet of torque. MPGs, 27 in the city, 33 on the highway, 30 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much. You said it was inexpensive, and look, when an MSRP of a car is under 25 G's, I call that inexpensive. So here we go. Base price for the 24 Soul S is $22,690. This one has a few options on it, and once you add in those and the destination and delivery fee of $1,375 from Kia's Gwangju, Korea assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $24,705. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the footbox, a nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. Floor mats are in the rear of the vehicle at this time. Down on the floor is where you pop your fuel filler door. And then we come to our seats. We're going to go full power for the driver, manual assist for the front passenger. And then we're going to go black cloth with a gray insert design on the seats. Fairly firm bolstering, but they look pretty good for base seats. Door panels up front, we're going to go hard black plastic up top. Then we have some brushed aluminum plastic trim in and around the brushed aluminum door handle. Soft armrest though, nice grab handle. We have flat black on our switchgear, a really good sized door pocket for a small crossover, and the standard audio system up top. We're going to have some soft touch in black, gloss black around your heat and air vent, and then black plastic down below and a nice large glove box. Infotainment system, we have a fully integrated Kia 10.25-inch infotainment system, wired CarPlay, Android Auto. 2 heat and air vents. This nice round area where they put everything. I think it's just really pleasing to the eye. We wake it on up. We got good pinch to zoom capability, even though this isn't the latest and greatest system. And then we have Sirius XM as well as other radio stations, dual panel, which I always like. I think it looks cool. We have our volume and tuning knobs down below. We can go to our setup, and we can go ahead and do our vehicle settings, sound settings, Bluetooth your phone, set up your driver profile, your general settings, your Kia Connect to hook up the vehicle with your smartphone. We can go into vehicle, and then we can adjust our safety suite settings, adjust your cluster, adjust your climate. Go ahead and figure that one out if you want. And then, oops, we can go back and we can go to our lights. We can do the head-up display, or excuse me, head-up display, headlight delay, as well as high beam assist and all that other stuff, but we're not going to have ambient lighting in this one. And then we can go back to our map right there, and then we can go to reverse. Nice large backup camera with trajectory, looks good. We can go back into park, and there you have it, four-way hazards down below. Then we have dual climate, which I do like, and so you can adjust that, sync them together, and then around the bend we have a USB, let me try this side. We have a USB-C, USB-A, a 12-volt, and a wireless charging pad. And then here's the gear shift to take you through this IVT transmission, push button start, drive modes, which we'll check out when we go through the dash. The dead switches here are heated ventilated seat switches that are dead because this trim doesn't have those. We have a manual emergency brake, 2 cup holders, your Kia key fob. They haven't changed this one yet, so it still looks good. Lock, unlock, panic button, remote start, nice weight. And then we do have a fairly soft armrest. We open that up, and we have a nice area for storage. The Soul steering wheel, we're going to go soft touch on the wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches, Kia badge on the horn button. We do have some brushed aluminum to lift up the wheel a bit. It's a round bottom wheel, but I have plenty of room to get in and out of this vehicle. Even though it's a smaller crossover, since it's a boxy shape, it's a very open and airy cabin. And then we have flat black on your switchgear, where we're going to go telephone, voice commands, modes for your infotainment system, volume, and favorites. And then on the right, you're going to get your cruise, safety suite controls, and controls for your digital dash. No paddles. On the left, you're going to have your headlight controls. On the right, front and rear wiper controls. Down below on the left, bright and dim the dash, traction control off, engine auto stop start on, off, parking cameras on, off. And then we have a tilting and telescoping wheel manually. And then we have our digital dash. It looks nice, 10.25 inches as well. Drive modes, we have sport and we have normal. And those are the 2 modes that you have to drive in. I think maybe we'll just go in sport today. Why the heck not? And then you can go through additional information in the center. And and this also has sub-menus you can go through if you need additional information while you're going down the road. Nice and simple, nice and easy. Overhead console, place for your shades right there. If you want your dome lighting to come on off when you open and close the door, this button remains in the center. When you open the door, lighting goes on. Close the door, lighting will dim out. No roof to show you. Framed rear view mirror. Kia Connect is right here again to hook up the vehicle with your phone. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. And you have a manual dimming function in the mirror. So they got you set there. Sun visor with vanity. No light. Does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the back seats of the Soul, I have the seat set for my driving position. We'll just hop right in, nice and easy to get in. Nice flat roof. Now, once I'm in at 5'11", plenty room for my head, shoulders, and knees, we're going to have fabric and then hard plastic. No seat pocket behind the driver or the front passenger. I'd like to have at least one. And then in the back, we do have 2 USB-Cs for connectivity here in the back, which is a nice touch. Rear windows, rear door panels, same action as the front, same use of materials. So I like the fact that they kept the vibe the same. Back seats, same cloth with the light gray patterned insert, but we don't have an armrest. I'd like to see one of those in here for sure. But for a small boxy crossover, I think you got plenty of room in the back of the Soul. Opening the tailgate of our Soul S, it's a manual tailgate. So you come to the back and right above the license plate, there's a button, you hit it, lift up nice and light. Now with the back seats up, 24.2 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of the Soul. And it has a nice deep area in here. As you can see, a few inches deep, we can load in stuff. Here are the carpeted floor mats. And underneath the floor here, we do have a spare and a jack. So thank you, Kia, for the spare. And we have this cargo net that I really don't have any use for. We do have some lighting back here. And now to get the rear seats down, it's really easy. We just hit the button on the back of the back seat and push them forward. Hit the button on the back of the back seat, push them forward. It's a bit of a kick up, but with that boxy shape, we're looking at 62.1 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Soul. Window sticker for the 24 Soul S. Here we go. Snow White Pearl. Standard features on the left. Included features in the S trim that aren't on the LX up top. Options: the paint, floor mats, net, and wheel locks. Total vehicle MSRP $24,705. Fuel economy estimates. Crash test ratings made by Kia in Korea. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All right, we are ripping down the road in this bad boy Soul. So here we are, 24 Soul S, and with all the glass in the vehicle and this boxy shape, we have a lot of great visibility. No blind spots, I would say, at all. And you also get blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that safety jazz is in this Soul S as well. So I think that's some good value. I just wish they had some LED headlights in here rather than standard lights. Let me know what you guys think about that. But for 24/7, and you got a 10.25-inch screen, wired CarPlay, Android Auto, USB-A, USB-C connectivity, as well as a wireless charging pad, connectivity in the back, and dual climate, I think that's bringing some really good value. I really do. Brakes, they feel fine. Actually, they stopped the car really well. And now off we go. Now this engine is not going to set fires going down the road. It's not a quick car. It's a snappy little car. Once you get it up to speed, it's very light and flickable, but it's not quick off the line with this drivetrain and the IVT. It's just not. But turning radius 17.4 feet. That's some serious type. Look at that. And down the road we go. So that feels good. That feels good. And as far as your suspension, feels fine. I'm not getting any chassis vibration into the passenger cockpit. Our steering is really tight on this vehicle. A little bit light like it should be for this type of car, but really direct. So I think that is really, really nice as well. So I really can't complain about that at all. But as you take off, you're going to get that engine noise from this naturally aspirated 2-liter. That's just the way it's going to roll, and you're going to hear some wind noise. You're going to hear some road noise outside the vehicle. It's not really, really quiet, but I wouldn't say it's overly noisy either. But the great thing about this car is it's inexpensive compared to other cars in today's market. It's got some nice features on the inside, which we've already gone over. And it's got a good amount of room. I mean, with the rear seats down, you're looking at 62.1 cubic feet of cargo space. That's a pretty nice number when you're looking at a car in this small crossover segment. It really is. So it is. That's why I think these sell so well. And this is why I had to jump on this one so quickly, because it just came in and it's going to be gone, I would say, before the end of the day or 4th of July, because these things just go like crazy. And the S trim, I think, is very competitive. The EX, you got a lot of stuff you probably don't need at a price point $27,28. Here we're at $24,700, and you get a lot of nice stuff and stuff you just may need. If you want to have heated seats, obviously you're going to have to move up in trims, but for the rest of this stuff, I think it just works perfectly for this car, and I can see why they sell so many of these Souls. Like I mentioned earlier, the only critique I have is I would like to see some LED lighting as far as headlights up front, but other than that, I think this thing brings some really good value at the price point that they're charging for it. But you let me know what you think. Would you go ahead and buy one of these Kia Souls? If you're looking for one of these crossovers and you're on a tight budget, you don't have a lot of money to spend, is this the car you would buy? Put it in the comments, let me know. And if it's not, where else are you going to go? Let me know what you would do. Put that in the comments as well. But I do want to thank Ciocca Kia here in Ewing for allowing the channel access to this 2024 Kia Soul S for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.